You should never be the superstar in the story. You should never be the main character. That's Jesus's role. What am I talking about? In my previous discussion on Acts chapter 1, I spoke about remaining in that place, right? To receive the promise that God has made us. Well, today I want to talk about and focus on verse 8, Acts chapter 1, verse 8. And we see here, but when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, you will receive power and will tell people about me everywhere, in Jerusalem, throughout Judea, in Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. So this is again Jesus speaking to his disciple, and this is before he ascends into heaven after his resurrection. So he says to them, listen, stay in Jerusalem, stay in that place that I told you to stay, and you will receive the power of the outpouring of the Holy Spirit. But do understand that when you receive this outpouring, that power is going to come along with it, and that power is not to make you the main character. That power is given to you so that you can be my witnesses, so that you can go and tell people about me, right? Jesus is saying the power that you're going to get is to enable you to go out and to share the good news. And the good news is all about how I can save. The good news is all about how I can turn lives around. And a lot of times when we seek power, when we seek the power of the Holy Spirit, it's to make ourselves the main character. It's to make ourselves seem like we are a wonder. The power of the Holy Spirit is given to us not to promote our brand, not to promote our agenda, not to promote our giftings, but in all of what we are given by the Holy Spirit, it's all about Jesus. It's all about bringing him glory. So when I receive that power, I have the ability to go out in boldness and tell people all about Jesus. It should never be about me. And even in when I share my testimony, it should all point back to Jesus. When I tell you about myself, it should never be just about me. It should be about, let me tell you about how I used to be, but God. Let me tell you about how when Jesus came into my life, when I invited him to come into my heart and to be Lord, how he transformed me. So even in telling my story, I'm not the main character. It's all about Jesus. God makes it clear that he is not interested at all in any co-stars, in any co-directors. He will not share his glory with any other. So yes, indeed, cry out and ask for an infilling of the Spirit. Cry out and ask God for that power. But make sure you remember that when you're crying out and asking for that power, that it's all about God. It's all about making him the main character. It's all about bringing him glory and not yourselves at all. All right, with that, you be blessed.